Hello everyone and welcome to Sacred Muse Tantra. On today's video, I want to discuss deeper into the details of what is Tantric massage, what does it entail, and what are the benefits of this incredible type of body work. And so before I share that, I want to share my personal experience of how Tantric massage changed my life. One of the first experiences that I had was many years ago. It was with a friend of mine who was an incredible body worker. I was not even aware that he was practicing healing tantric work with women until we had private conversations. And so my very first Tantra massage was with him. And the very first time I've experienced Yoni massage, and the end of the experience and the processing of that experience, I've realized the depths of pleasure that my body is actually able to access is so beyond that I was able to be aware of at that time, that I was so excited to get on this path because I knew I had to share this with the world. It's not about the orgasms or the pleasure, however, that definitely is a nice benefit of the experience. It's really about the capacity of connecting to this body and to going deep within and uncovering all the magic that is stored within our body temple. My current practice, Sacred Muse Tantra, is all about conscious embodiment of really learning who you are as a spiritual human being walking this earthly plane and discovering all aspects of yourself. Spiritual journey doesn't just take place through meditations, through yoga, through sitting through medicine circles. But once you go through all that, your spiritual journey actually takes you back into the body temple, getting really grounded in this body, learning how to nurture and nourish yourself, learning how to connect to your body in ways where you haven't before. And Tantra and Tantric massage is a path that allows you to go there. And so my very first Yoni massage has just transcended me into an alternate state of reality, and I knew I had to share this work because I personally experienced tremendous awakening following that session. My entire body became a lot more sensitive and acute to different types of sensations and touch. My yoni, my genitals were activated. I was able to finally know, wow, I can have different types of orgasms. Whereas before on my journey, early on in my 20s, my only type of self-pleasure practice was done with a vibrating toys. I never explored the inner circles. I never explored my yoni internally. I never explored the anus. I never explored the sensations outside of just having the vibrator on my clitoris, buzzing it away. And so then I started learning about G-spot orgasm and a cervical orgasm and breast orgasm. And now I can honestly say that I am a multi-orgasmic woman, and I can have orgasms all over my body when it's done with presence and intention. And so it is my invitation to inspire you to start thinking deeper, because your body is such a mystery and there's so much to unfold within your capacity of humanness, and sexuality and pleasure is just a part of that experience. And so Tantra massage allows us to really explore the depths of our sexuality and our pleasure. And Lingam massage and Yoni massage is part of Tantric bodywork. Lingam means the wand of light, and it stands for male genitalia, whereas Yoni is the sacred space, and it represents female genitalia. Yoni is not just about the exterior formation, but it includes the vaginal channel, includes the lips, includes the entire feminine form. Whereas Lingam is not just about the shaft, but it also incorporates the massage of the testicles, massage of your sacred spot, your prostate gland. And so Tantric massage is really intended to bring in a lot of healing to our lower energy centers, okay? Your root and your sacral chakras. Those are the two energy centers that have and hold a lot of emotional trauma. Okay, emotional trauma, energy, emotions. Earlier on in our time, when we have traumatic experiences, especially if they're sexually related, we tend to store the feelings and the emotions of that experience in our genitals, okay? This is why a lot of women have painful intercourse. They have very tight yonis. They have cysts. They have discomfort. It's not normal, okay? As a woman to woman, you are entitled to full body bliss and pleasure without pain. And so if you are experiencing pain, that is your cue that something is wrong. Whereas men don't always have such similar issues. In fact, men are usually on the opposite side, whereas men are usually more sensitive, okay, with early on masturbation practices, going way too fast, too frequently, you often desensitize or overly sensitize yourself, where you begin to have erectile dysfunctions, you have premature ejaculation, and most of the time you're not connected to your cock. Okay, and so tantric massage is a space in which you can regain your sensitivity and mind-body connection to your genitals, both for men and for women. Tantric massage begins with practices of connection and breath. The elements of Tantra is sound, breath, and movement. This is how we can move energies through our bodies. This is not about laying on a table and falling asleep, okay? Tantric bodywork is about activating of the energy field. And if you are working with a skilled practitioner, they will most likely work through the meridian lines to activate your energetic pathways. They will most likely use the chakra system to stimulate and activate your chakras, and they will incorporate breath and toning to move energy through, okay? You can take tantric body work as deep as you want to, or you can take it as shallow as you want to. I always ask my clients, do you want the session to be for pleasure or for healing? Because it's really up to you what you take away from it, okay? And so the incorporation of tantric bodywork has many different elements, and every provider will have their own techniques. So it's important that they do your research and you see who's working with what so that you can find the right practitioner for you. In my practice, I incorporate the activation of meridians through specific types of bodywork and pressure point massage, as well as the activation of your chakra system and your sensory space, okay? I want you to be fully in your body. So as you come into my temple and we have an opening conversation, my experience is designed to immerse you into your senses, from the smell to the sight to the taste to the sensations to the sound. I want you to be in this beautiful cocoon of nurturing, healing, feminine energy in which you can fully surrender, relax, and receive. It is really important to feel safe, especially for women. If you are going to receive Tantra massage, Yoni massage, it is absolutely crucial that you feel safe and comfortable with your provider, okay? You have to ask questions, and if the provider is not able to answer questions and you don't feel comfortable, do not proceed with the session, okay? Because this is also energetic body work. For me personally, I do not allow just anyone to touch my body. My body is my temple. I do a lot of energy clearing work to be in my center as much as I can. And tantric massage, especially entering into our genital area, can create a lot of murky, funky energy if your provider is not in integrity. So use your discernment as you are selecting your provider. Yoni massage is a very sensitive practice that should be done with a lot of caution. For women that had sexual trauma and abuse, this is a space where you can begin to move some of these blocked emotions through and out of your body. You should be able to use specific breath, specific toning, and your practitioner is going to use specific techniques as he or she presses on different sides of your vulva, of your vaginal channel, to help you release these blocks. For some of the women that I work with, there's literally knots that are inside of their womb, okay? Meaning that, like, when I feel for it, it feels like there is a little pea size or maybe even bigger space that hurts, okay? So Yoni massage can be pleasureful if you are fully healthy and there is nothing going on, or it can be somewhat painful as you are working to release those blocks. So just keep that in mind. Tantric Lingam massage for men is about working through different reflexology points along the shaft of the penis, okay? As well as the pulling, tugging, and the massaging of the testicles, okay? Testicles is a really beautiful and really important area that unfortunately does not get much attention from men. So in Tantra massage, one of the things I like to do is to just hold the testes and hold my hand on the man's heart and to just let him feel loved, okay? In a space where you don't need anything from me, you don't need to perform, there is nothing for you to do. You can just fully relax into a space of receiving healing, safe, and nourishing touch in your genitals, okay? Both female and male genitals are very powerful and important body parts, and they do not get as much loving and kind attention as we need to. For most of people, they only go to these parts for performance or for pleasure. But how often do you actually give them love and nourishing touch without any expectation of performing, of having to get somewhere, of having to be something? For a lot of men, when you experience erectional dysfunction, you're in a space of having to force him to be somewhere where he's not. And if your mind is also not connected, then your cock is also not going to be connected. So tantric massage and this whole practice of coming in the body, and for women, same thing, it's coming in the connection with your yoni. If you're unable to have orgasms or experience pleasure, it is simply at the root that you are disconnected, that you are holding trauma and emotions in your genitals that are preventing you from fully rising into pleasure, okay? And so tantric massage allows you to have the space where you receive love and nourishment and care in a safe and mindful environment with somebody who knows what they're doing and is able to hold that space for you. The greatest benefit of tantric bodywork is the ability to reconnect to yourself, to your body, and to your pleasure. Many people experience deep states of relaxation and letting go. And in our busy world today, where men are constantly thinking and having to do, coming to spend a couple hours on a table where you can completely disconnect and allow yourself space to just be is an extremely powerful and healing element. This is a time where you get to let go of your mind and rejuvenate your soul. Rejuvenation of your soul is a practice that most people are not familiar with. And so you wonder why you are so exhausted and depleted, and you are sick and you are anxious and you have depression. And so all these things are simply a root of our disconnection with ourselves because of the world that we are currently living in. And so tantric massage is a space for you to explore who you are, to rejuvenate, to relax, to feel into the blissness of your being, and to have a nourishing experience for your mind, for your body, and for your soul. And so, if you're looking for tantric bodywork, I invite you to check out my website, sacredmusetantra.com. And if you are in Florida area, I invite you to come see me for a beautiful experience in my Fort Lauderdale temple. If you have any questions, you are welcome to send me an email. And please check out my Instagram channel. I have been very devoted and very inspired to be sharing conscious sacred sexuality education, because early on in my life, I realized how many men simply don't know how to be good lovers. So a lot of my writings and what I teach and what I preach is about inspiring you and educating you to becoming the best version of yourself and becoming a tantric lover. And so please enjoy exploring my Instagram and my website and all the other goodies that I have to offer. And if you feel a call to work with me, then I will see you in my temple. Until we see each other again, namaste.